G'day, g'day, g'day. It's your boy Danny D, aka Alaktrician Man, in the house. We are live, and today I have the runner with me again. Thank you very much for being here, bro.
Thanks, Danny.
We have a few others that'll be joining us today as well. This is kind of a bit unusual for me to do like a midweek stream, but today is to commemorate my 1 year anniversary in DeFi.
Awesome.
So yeah,
Ah,
yeah. I mean, I was involved in crypto before that, but DeFi itself, yeah, December 9 last year is when I started, and it's been a life changer since then. So yeah, pretty amazing, pretty amazing. I've survived a year and
anniversaries are always
thrived.
nice.
Absolutely. And C is here again, joining us again in the chats there. Welcome again, C, and thank you. And now we've got Kelly's joining us as well. Hi, Kelly. How you
Hey,
doing?
Kelly.
Hey, how's it going?
Fantastic. Thank you for coming on. Thank you so
My
much.
pleasure.
Today is like I haven't really said what topics were. I haven't set whatever topics. It's just going to be one of those things off the cuff, just play it by ear and see where we go from there. I've got Bob saying congrats, sounds like time for a blue drink. Actually, I'm going to add Folly to the stream first. Hey, Folly. Bob, I'm now.
Hey, Folly.
Hey, hello,
My
Rana.
Good to
favorite.
see
Hey,
you,
brother.
bro.
How you guys doing?
Right
Oh
on.
man,
I'm so happy
know,
to see
actually-
you, Polly.
Same here.
yeah.
So happy to see you guys. So happy to see Kelly. Kelly. Okay, we'll talk about that later. Don't worry.
Hey, Roller, good to see you there. Yeah, Bob, just to get back to you, man. Yeah, about the blue drinks. To be honest with you, I've had too many in the last few days, so I'm not going to have any blue drinks today. Alak-Azul. And to be honest, I'm actually not feeling that great today, but
Aw.
yeah, I've got a little bit of like a cold coming on, I think. But
Mm.
I'm here, have to do it. The show must go on. There's no business like show business, as they say. Right?
Happy anniversary.
Right on.
Thank
Oh,
you,
yeah,
thank
true.
you, thank you. Drip, still absolutely amazing, still showing its resilience against everything else in the market. I watch a guy called Crypto, and he talks mainly about Bitcoin, and he's usually very much on point and not fighting Bitcoin or anything like that at the moment. But he did a post last night. I'm out. Just showing like what's happening with the market at the moment, the rest of the crypto market. I don't know, guys. Give me your thoughts. Do you think we're heading into the bear now?
Definitely not.
I don't care.
Okay. Yeah, I don't care either. We're in
Hey,
drip.
that's the beauty of it, isn't it? I mean, it used to be when I woke up in the morning, I looked at the price of Bitcoin right away, and instead now
Yeah.
I'm looking at drip. I could care less about Bitcoin, right? I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, what? It's dropped from 56 or something down to 40 something now, and drip is at what, 31, 32?
it's crazy.
Yeah, something like that. So
Actually, it just took a little bit of a dump because somebody sold 183 BNB worth of drip.
oh really? I haven't even checked. There you go.
And
Wow, are they going to be sorry in a month?
Yeah, exactly.
Ah,
Actually, I didn't even
Oh.
check that. Oh, there you go. Oh well, it's not that bad. But even so, look, it's at $29.26 now. $29.26.
That's
So what?
awesome.
So what? Well, it hasn't been below 20 for what, a month and a half, at least.
Knock
Yeah,
on
I'm
wood.
guessing something like that. Oh, it's just going to keep going. It's yeah, absolutely awesome. So hang on, geez, we've got a lot of people for midweek joining us. It's crazy.
Hey, Ferds.
Yeah,
Nice.
hang on. So before Manor Farm, yeah, maybe, yeah. And who else we got here? Thank you. Bear market's going to be great for us in drip, absolutely. And so true. I could care less about BTC now. I took some BTC and bought the drip. Couldn't
Yeah,
resist.
yeah.
The lure of a steady
Say people usually say BTC is programmed for 100K, and I would not want to
Yeah.
toe that line, even though I think it's true.
Mm.
Even in 2017, just before the rally up to 20K from maybe a low of almost 3K or something like that. It was clear that there were about 5 different corrections of 30% downtrend before we saw that mega bull run leading from the end of 2017 to the start of 2018. And this most likely looks like one of those corrections that we would see before the rally up. So I believe we might still end with a bang, but I mean, so many capitulation going on, so many manipulations, especially when you have these myriads of centralized bodies, exchanges, centralized. Somebody said people like CZ and Sam Bankman-Fried, they are not willing to pay those that have gone long for a very long time. So it's time to really shake them out and liquidate them all.
Yeah.
And I think even though it might not be totally true, there's an element of truth or an atom of truth in that, because if you let all those guys take all that money out, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be bad for the exchange. So yeah, once in a while, people need to be checked, to make sure they are not carried away. And I think that's what this market is about. I mean, so many regulators in the market trying to buy stocks right now, and yeah, BlackRock is buying, MicroStrategy is buying, Tesla, Elon Musk is capitulating. I mean, so many things going on behind the scene that we can't really see. But what is simple in the eyes of the retail investors is don't be shaking. Like if you want to accumulate BTC, accumulate it, because at the end of the day, we know it's got a unilateral direction in the long run, and that's the way up. It's been built into the tokenomics where it's just 21 million total supply, and the more adoption we see with crypto, the more likely we're going to see that crazy amount of BTC in USD value. But yeah, according to Kelly's answer too, I don't care. I mean, so I've got an hybrid of both answers from Rona and Kelly. Yeah, I shared my opinion about BTC, but I don't really care, man. I'm just looking. I'm just like whatever, because it doesn't really bother me. And some of us have actually become financially free through crypto without holding 0.01 BTC. So why should I care? Why should I care right now?
Well, the beauty of it though is that BTC it's going to continue to go up. So it doesn't matter what price you buy it at, as long as you're willing to hodl, right? I mean, if you're going to play these games, I mean, Forex is great at it, right? But for me, if I sell my Bitcoin because I think it's going to go down, then it goes up. I mean, for me, I got to hodl it, right? Hodl it or sell it, because the market goes in the opposite direction that I'm going. So you buy it and hold it, you're good. If you got enough time, if you're a young person, you can wait 20, 30 years, you'll definitely be a millionaire. But
absolutely. That's
the crazy thing. You get into drip now, you can be a millionaire in 2 or 3 years.
I know.
I'm looking at that this morning. This is like Microsoft or Tesla or Google at the beginning. I mean, this is insane. And we're here. We're all here. And we're going to see it happen.
It is. I agree with you. You don't get rich holding BTC, Ethereum, or BNB.
No,
they can all become store of values, but you get rich buying into tokens that have got a genius of a dev. You feel like you have got a rapport with the developer, and it is continuously building and developing use cases around the utility token. That's what you want to see. So things like drip, things like Rex.
Yeah. Hey Josh.
Hey Josh.
things like Bank X is what is going to really make you financially free, because all this one common thing with all these three is the fact that they offer passive income generation, which is really, really underrated, So yeah, that's what I believe, and that's why I'm very bullish on things like that. Because those are the things that will really give you what you want. The 10x, the 20x, not even those ones. The daily robust passive income you get from them. They are what's gonna make you money in the space eventually.
Yeah. I keep saying this is like when we were all on 14.4K modems and thought we were internet gods. Absolutely. Yeah. And back then, people were like, internet, yeah, it's a great buzz, but I don't really want to be in it, in the beginning because of like security and stuff like that. And now look, it just happens in the background. We don't even have to think about it. It's already there, And same with like where we are with crypto. It's the future, it's the present, and to a degree, it's also the past. But it's here to stay. It's here to stay. I'm excited. I've been in DeFi for 1 year. Woo! Made a huge
Awesome.
difference to my life in 1 year. Amazing. And never looking back. Never, ever, ever looking back. We're looking at a 5-hectare property at the moment that we would never have considered a year ago. So 5 hectares. It's got like a stream and a waterfall on the property itself. And yeah, looking at that, pretty amazing, in a year.
It's scary to think that a year ago, I didn't know who Forex was. I never heard of DRIP.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yep. Here we are. Absolutely. Kelly, you're quiet there. We always love having you on the show. And thank you. Thank you again for being here.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here. And I'm happy anniversary. What an amazing moment to celebrate for you.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that. It's definitely been a life changer. And a big portion of that, a really big portion of that obviously is DRIP. When I say December 9, last year, that's when I started on the fabulous one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater project. Right? Which again, it's still paying out. It's still paying out for me. And I've got to be thankful for that. Although that that project's not that great, but it was a stepping stone to where we are now with DRIP. DRIP probably wouldn't be there if it hadn't been for that.
Well, the beauty of it is for people who stand back and say, is DRIP sustainable? You have this dog called Bankroll, and it's still rolling on.
Yeah.
Something as great as DRIP. It's just exponentially better than that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think there's any argument with that. So yeah, guys, give us your thoughts. Anyone that's there in the chats, if you have any questions, do it. We'll use this as a bit of an AMA. Josh is sitting there in the background, hasn't said a word since he came on. Are you there?
I'm always listening, Danny. Even on Zoom.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, any updates on your end, Josh? What's happening with you, man? Anything further on your charity thing? We haven't discussed that much.
Yeah. So the Angel Protocol in their Discord, they're going live. They're having a chat with a few of the guys that I know from a few of the other DAOs. So I'll jump in that, but I've got a private chat with them in the next 2 days. I'm not exactly sure what it is. They're going to let me know a bit further down the track.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just been buying BReeP.
Yeah. Oh man, BReeP. All right, let's get onto this. The topic of BReeP. Folly. Weren't you just in the main chat talking about BReeP, and you kind of spurred on a big buying spree?
Oh yeah. So I've not really looked at BReeP for a while now, but yeah, I think why it's really under the radar is because it's still actually displaying V2 price. when you have things like Trust Wallet, or if you're not using the right wallet that is actually tracking everything, maybe V1 hold on PancakeSwap, or so a lot of people are not really seeing what's happening with BReeP. But yeah, so there was 100,000 supply of BReeP, and then because of the transactions on buys and sells, now it's down to 85,600. So that means almost 14,500 BReeP has been burnt just through the 1% on buys and sells since February of this year. So that's a crazy amount, and it's going to keep going that way, because the more the buys, of course, we know there's more buys than sells these days. So the more the buys, the more people try to trade or transact BReeP, the more it's going to be burnt. So I'm even seeing it drop every two BReeP for every transaction right now, because people are really going crazy with it. And it makes sense, because if you buy 200 BReeP right now, 1% of that is being burnt. So that's one BReeP being burnt. Then one is being distributed to people according to your holdings. So it makes sense to see that for every 200 BReeP that is being bought up, one is being burnt. That's crazy. That's very interesting to even think about. So right now there's about 17,150 or 171. We started talking about BReeP early this morning, my time.
Yeah.
And I saw people start buying 105 BReeP, after we start giving down the mathematics of how if 8,500 people come in now and try to buy 2 BReeP, all is gone. But again, there's a word of there's a note out there that there's somebody holding 5,000 BReeP, so you want to be careful with that person. There's someone else. There are a lot of people holding 1,000 each of BReeP in their wallet, and I know who these guys are. I think those are the guys that actually got into BReeP when it launched. They farmed a lot of it, or they bought it up, and then right now, it's just sitting in their wallet. And some have just decided, okay, they bought at $50 or $70. There's no point selling it when it went to 12, 20, or 10, or even $5. So it's such kind of holdings where you see that it's gonna be very, very economically stupid to sell something I bought at $60 for $5. So don't think they are dead. They are not dead. Those guys that owns those wallets are not dead.
Wait, so there's actually no BReeP available right now?
No, there is about 17,000 BReeP available.
Oh, okay.
In the liquidity, and
we're just 17,000.
It's really interesting because in the chat I see person after person coming in saying, "What do you mean I need BReeP to get rewards?" And and there's a team lead, and I can't remember who it was, but a really great innovator. This team lead said, "You know what I'm going to do? I'm not gonna give airdrops of drip. I'm gonna airdrop BReeP." And that is such an innovation, because it does a couple of things. It makes sure that people below him are going to be able to collect rewards, which of course all that stuff's going to flow up. And everybody on his team is going to get rich, and they're going to be happy as a pig in what with him.
Wow,
it's amazing.
It is. That is a fantastic idea. But I'm holding my BReeP. I'm not airdropping any of mine, I tell you.
I hear you. I bought a little bit more today.
Well, on our stream that we did on Sunday, it was what, $21 or something? That was on Sunday.
Yeah, and I was thinking about buying it then. Now it's 40, and I bought it.
Yeah, I know.
I went and bought a whole bunch the next day. I bought not a whole bunch, but I bought them up yesterday.
There you go. Nice.
That happens every bloody time I think, oh yeah, I'll wait to buy drip. It goes up like 10%.
That's it. Just keep going. No. It's kind of scary what's going to happen.
Another funny, excuse me. Another funny thing is once you start to unlock your next level of rewards, because you're now 5 levels deep. So remember, you need 2, 3, 5, 11, can't remember the next
Yeah.
one, maybe 20 something and all that. So that means you need to buy like maybe 10 extra BReeP. So for example, if you want to go from the 9th level to the 10th level of rewards in downlines generations, you need to buy how many?
A lot.
89 extra BReeP to earn that rewards. And
Yeah.
it's going to be economically feasible if you think you're losing out on almost 200 drip on that level. You would want to buy it, you know.
Yeah.
So apart from those that are coming in new, and like Rona said, those that are not sure that there's something like BReeP in the first place, that will now start trying to buy 2 each, and those that will come in later that is going to know from the get-go that they need 2 BReeP each. There's this other people that I would want to unlock the next level of generation of downlines by buying extra BReeP.
Well, that's the other thing, right? You got to tell these people to buy 2.5, not 2, because they buy 2 and then they get and they don't get enough because of the tax.
That's right.
I see that happening over and over again too, and I'm just hit myself in the head. It's like, you know, there's so many people coming in here with such FOMO that they don't even know their coins are locked, let alone how to get rewards. It's crazy.
Very, very true. Let me just go back to this one just here for a sec, because this is directed at you, Foley. How can we see the real market cap of DRIP in the contract?
Oh, if you want to see them, so there are 2 different things. Market cap, like what we've always said, is very useless when we talk about DRIP, because there is no daily ROI platform like DRIP that is giving you something every single day, and not just paying just one person. Right now, it's paying almost 19,000 people, going to 20,000 people. No coin can do that every single day and still maintain the 1 billion market cap that everybody is, clamoring for. So we've started to look at DRIP as in a different light, where we look at metrics of like TVL. So right now, I did the math today, and I felt there's 22.9 million in TVL in DRIP right now. How do we calculate that? That's what's in the DRIP vault, which is about 747,000 DRIP, multiplied by the current price of DRIP right now. So that's how you know the TVL in DRIP. So that's even different from the market cap. So the market cap right now is just you multiplying what is free in the market, which is about 67,000. What's it called? 67,000 DRIP multiplied by the current price. And again, that seems to have been almost constant for the last 5 months, you know. So it's not showing true growth, and that's why I started to say no. I don't think market cap is a good. What we should be looking at is how much life has been changed. That's how you will start to look at DRIP these days. The diffs paid out, what is still locked up as TVL, what is the player count, how much has people been able to give their life a meaning through DRIP. That's the way to really quantify the success of DRIP going forward and the performance of DRIP. So hope that answers your question, Gary.
There you go, Gary. Just message away or comment if you're happy and satisfied with that, which I am. Hey, just a quick one. I'm just looking at people's names on the chats here. Someone mentioned the other day, actually Josh tagged me in it as well, if there was a DRIP Philippines Telegram group. Okay. And for the people out there that are watching that are in the Philippines, I'll be flicking the on switch on that on Sunday. There's I've created a DRIP Philippines group, but I'm still in the process of modifying my Rosebot to be able to answer all the questions and stuff. And I'm trying to get someone to help me do all the Tagalog translations. Okay, because my Tagalog sucks, even though I'm living over here at the moment and have been for a while. And I do have Filipino blood. My Tagalog really sucks. But yeah, for it's something that we've needed to have for quite some time, because there are quite a few Filipinos in DRIP, but still we're only just scraping the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Philippines and DRIP. So hopefully that's going to help with those guys out there. I know that Ferds is waiting for that, and there's a few other people as well. So it's not an official drip Telegram, so to speak, but it's similar to our drip Australasia folly, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Similar to that, but definitely have to have Rosebot set up in there, because as it is, like what I know in the Philippines, it's like when your mate gets into something, you do whatever you can to try to get into it as well, and it'll end up going like crazy. And there is that little bit of a language barrier, and it's better to give the information in Tagalog. It's
Yeah,
saying here.
I've been
Yeah.
seeing a lot of people in the actual drip chat are looking for the Philippines group.
Yeah, I'll be flicking the switch on that on Sunday. So just for
Awesome.
anyone out there, yeah. So that's gonna be awesome. It's gonna take off over here. Obviously, over here the income is a big factor. But the thing is that you can even start in this with just one drip. Just one. You don't have to come in with thousands and thousands of dollars. To get happening. Hang on. Yeah, all right, Folly, I got that message from you. But yeah, come back when you can, bro. It's okay.
So in the Purple Monster, there was a whole massive Vietnamese team. Do we know if we have a Vietnamese team in Drip yet? Anybody
That's a good
heard
question.
of it?
I know that it was huge. I don't know of one in Drip yet, because I mean that was really huge. I mean I don't know how many people we had. Do you even remember how many members that grew to? I knew it was like 30 or 40,000 or something.
It was a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy. And unfortunately, that little purple monster kind of left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. And,
well, it was a combo, right? I mean, it was the dev and it was also Jason, right? He kept increasing the TRX transactions costs.
Yeah.
And for people who are getting in there, rolling their transactions for 3 or 5 cents, all of a sudden it's $1. It really hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. It went up like 400%.
It was crazy.
Like 3 or 4 times in the time that I was in. So yeah. And that's probably one of the things that continues to hurt it now. For those people that don't have a substantial amount in there, there's no way that you can compound that thing daily unless you've got big chunks in there now. So, but again, it's still doing what it's supposed to do to a degree. Yeah. What's this? To a project like Drip as opposed to a DAO, but can Drip show a runway and backing price, or is that irrelevant? Kelly, you want to answer that one?
Not sure if it applies to a project like Drip as opposed to DAO, but can Drip show a runway and backing price, or is that relevant? I don't want to address
I've put you on the spot.
I don't know what I don't really know what that is.
Yeah.
I don't know what runway. I don't know what runway is actually. I don't think.
There you go, Bob. You can explain a little bit more. Unless Josh or Runner, can you address that one? I can't.
I'm with Kelly. He's going to have to elaborate on that. It's not totally clicking on what he's trying to communicate.
Yeah, I'm not totally clear on that question either.
Did you notice that's why I handballed it to you guys?
Just in reference to does he mean a runaway in price? Show a runaway and backing price? Does that mean a runaway in backing price? I'm just a little bit confused there.
Yeah. No, runway.
There you
runway,
go,
not runaway. Runway. Runway is a thing, but I don't know what it actually is because I never really been involved with projects where that I needed to think about that.
Yeah.
So I haven't learned what that is. So
yeah, me neither.
my ignorance
I haven't heard that term before.
No, I haven't. But so, Bob, if you want to elaborate on that, that'd be awesome. Shout out to Adro.
I was going to say it is interesting that he talks about Drip and then he talks about a DAO. I mean, Drip is not a DAO. It's not trying to be a DAO. It's a product of a DAO that Forex already has. So not quite sure about that comparison.
And it's my brother Eric, Crypto Lucky. Welcome, bro. Thank you.
Hey, Crypto Lucky.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Eric.
Hey,
Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here.
Yeah, man, I wouldn't miss this. It's your anniversary. It's a big day.
There you go. 1 year. Absolutely awesome. Hang on. This is Bob has kind of elaborated a little bit more. Runway on a DAO is the length of time a project can back its minimum price. There you go. Now, does that help things a little bit more?
Are you talking about Wonderland or? You're talking about Olympus DAO?
No, this here on the screen right
The
now.
Runway. The length of time a project can back its minimum price. No, there is. I don't think there is such a thing with. I don't know that it's possible. I agree.
Yeah, Eric, you can see the other question. The original question is this. All right. So if you read that one, we didn't quite know what that was, and then this is the follow up to that. And this is just Bob saying to himself, sorry, I'm just educating myself on YouTube.
Yeah. That's a little different. I know the mechanics are different from Wonderland. Right?
Yeah, from my
understanding,
the mechanics are completely different.
Yeah. Less like OHM, Jade, Nemesis.
It's a good question, though.
Okay. Yeah, it stumped us.
Are you guys in time too? You guys in Wonderland?
I'm in both of them.
Yeah, Olympus. There
you go. I went in tiny steps in Wonderland, like $1,000, and then time came along, and I jumped in with 10 grand, and then it like dumped.
Of course, it's a story of our lives.
Wonderland doubled, So I'm still waiting for it to walk its way back.
Well, that's a great thing. I mean, when you look at it, I'm in Wonderland myself. Olympus is pretty cool. However, I'm kind of staying away from any Ethereum based projects. But Wonderland, it's pretty amazing. I mean, of course, you look into Daniel, the dev, and see what he's doing. Kind of reminds me of a Latin version of Richard Hart. Nice. But he's he kind of knows what he's doing. So it's doing what it's supposed to do. Of course, price is gonna fluctuate like crazy. So what I've been looking at is how the gap between the current price and the backing price. So right. I'm curious to see what happens when that gap just shortens or lessens, right? And what's gonna happen with the price then? But I love how you see 3 and 6 and 9 and all these different strategies and how it affects the community or affects the ecosystem.
Sure.
So it's really good view, and that's what I love. Danny, this year 1 year,
Yeah, man.
We've said this. It's like we've only started. I just sent you that video of that one dude on YouTube posting when Bitcoin hit $100, right? And he's like, recording himself saying, "Yeah, Bitcoin just hit $111." And I feel that's the way we are. That's where we're at right now with DeFi, right? Yeah. Drip is such a beautiful project, and this is really setting the tone. It's an improvement of, right? It's an improvement of on top of like from other projects. Imagine what's going to come for the next year, man. I'm excited for you. I'm happy for you.
Oh, thanks, brother. I remember your message to me, and a big thank you to Lucky, because I wouldn't be in DeFi if it wasn't for him. And he messaged me and he said, "Oh, bro, we got to get into DeFi," and I'm like, "What?" I had no idea what it was, no idea what it was, and then just on blind faith, and because I love this guy, I thought, yeah, let's do it. And then, December 9, I scraped together $40. That was all I could scrape together at that time. You got to consider, I shut down my main businesses in March of last year. And so we went from March till about November with practically zero income, just surviving on savings. Ouch. And and then to scrape together $40, I just thought, no, I've got to do this. Got to do it. And then going from $40 to not even having to worry about a single freaking thing right now is it's absolutely amazing in the space of a year. So Yeah.
As we were saying in our last meeting, you know, a project like DRiP, it's not meant for you know, referring people, and you don't need to refer people. However, because that mechanic is in place, it's just a beautiful way to share and ultimately get rewarded for that, right? So it's you know, like if you, however, it doesn't stop there, right? And there's so many projects that are popping up left and right where, you know, things that if and the community of DRiP is just amazing, and everybody's sharing whatever they know and whatever they found, and we do stress testing on whatever projects that come up, and I love how we're just, the community is just going back and forth, and it doesn't matter about referrals, right? It ultimately in DeFi, it doesn't, it you create your own wealth, and it's too good to not share, right?
Well, Lucky,
So
this
I
is
mean, you know,
fantastic thing about this community.
Just a sec, Runner. Sorry, Runner.
Sorry.
You've got Adro on your Telegram, haven't you?
I sure do.
Can you send him the link?
I sure can.
Thank you. That's
No
another
problem.
person that can input. Awesome. Thanks, man. Sorry to cut you off. But yeah, Adro.
Have you?
No, what I was going to say is that there's so many fantastic people in this community, and we're all getting rich, and I imagine we're going to get crazy rich, and we all love to help other people. Yeah, I mean, we're here for everybody. It's just fantastic
from all walks of life, and you got the brains of Kelly right there, who are really lucky. Kelly, Brandon, you guys debate. I see you guys debating online, and I'm like, well, but it's for the one love, like, you know what I mean? It's ultimately to kind of clarify many details that people don't look at, right? And it's stuff that I didn't really look at. I was like, hey, this is good, let's go. But I mean, you guys go deep. You guys go real deep. It's good.
There you go. Look,
second wallet, good for you.
I didn't want to go into this. But I think it's important that we do just a little bit. And I'm sorry, Kelly or anyone, but because I notice in this that people are talking about second wallets, and I didn't want to go into this. I'm sorry, Kelly. Right, but I think it's very important if people haven't been made aware of the recent adjustment. Right, this is our platform to help people out. If you want to talk about it, you can. If you don't, that's fine. But just in regards to this, I will make a quick comment on it, guys. As much as I'm probably going to get shot down in flames. Look, second wallets, in my personal opinion, second wallets are great, and you know, or multiple wallets are great. But obviously, with the current adjustments, there's totally different strategies that we have to use now for that, in my own personal opinion. Just keep in mind where you put that second wallet. All right. I don't know if we want to break this down any further. I mean, okay, let's take the pressure off Kelly. Runner, what do you have to say about it? Oh, he doesn't want to say anything either.
Runner.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're right.
I was looking at my Telegram message to Adro. Okay. So if he's listening, it's sent. Second wallets, okay. I think second wallets are fine. I mean, I had a really strange experience, right? When we first started our chain and flow riders, our experience was, and we told our people, you need to have 5 wallets under you so you can give all your people, you know, the 2.5% kickback. And in the beginning, Forex said, no, never self-refer. And On was on our team. And we said, you know, this is what you have to do to benefit all of your team members. And On was like, no, you can never, ever, 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 ever self-refer. And I think, you know, he got really ticked off with this. But I got 2 wallets that I created at that time with 100 DRiP just to make sure that I had 5. And they're both over 400 now. I've never claimed on either one of them except for maybe once. So are they a benefit? They're going to benefit me when they're bigger. I'm not worrying about them right now. But you know, the idea of chaining 10, I mean, I can tell you right now, I just recently got to the point of having 5 wallets, and that's like a half hour out of your day right there. And that's assuming things are working.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you got to record stuff, and you know.
Absolutely.
What do you think, Adro?
Hey, guys,
welcome, Adro.
How are you? Thank you very much.
What's going on, Adro?
Man. Pleasure to have you here,
Danny. Thank you for having me. Yeah, it's pretty momentous for me because I don't do a lot of voice, but I've been working with that guy runner for a year now in Florida.
There you go.
Never actually talked to the fella, so
there you
pretty
go.
Cool.
Good stuff.
A lot of chat though. We get stuff done.
Yeah, we get shit done, don't we?
Yep.
Hey, Adro, you're another Aussie.
Right.
I am. Yep.
Oh, there you go, mate. So there's 3 of us on here now.
In my lunch hour, I'm still working for the man. So.
We're in Australia, or are you based?
In Adelaide. In Adelaide.
Oh, nice
there you go.
3 against 3. Right.
Yeah,
who else wants to jump on?
3 against 3.
Yeah, where's Folly?
Well, if Folly was still here, he's in Australia too.
Yeah, we work very closely with brother Leo as well in Team Flow Riders. So, yep.
There you go.
Incredible foursome.
The Flow Riders, the purple people eater.
The purple eater. Yeah.
You couldn't have done that any better, Danny.
Hey, and Roller's still in the chat here. There you go. Aussie. G'day, brother. G'day.
Right on.
Another Aussie. Just in regards to that, again, just going back a little bit in regards to the multiple the wallets. I also have multiple wallets, but I've never gone to that point where I've got like 5 underneath one, like 1 parent, five children. I've never done that.
Right.
What I've been doing, and same with Eric there, we've actually just been building out sideways. So I have multiple wallets, but going out sideways rather than going down. And I just found it's just a lot easier to manage. And then doing it that way, when I'm adding downlines, I just alternate and see where the next one's going to fit in properly, or best fit in, instead of just going down. I'm saving on BReeP, which BReeP is just ridiculously priced and still going up.
You say that
now. So I mean, I've got quite a lot of wallets, and the main reason I went that way though is because, like as Kelly has said so many times on our other streams, it's that each one can have a different personality. Each one you can use for different things. I've mentioned it time and time again. Like I have a couple which I use just for paying my bills and just withdrawing from. Others I use for just building. Others I use that I've set aside just for like family holidays. Another one I've set aside just to be able to cover tax when it comes time for me to pay tax. Things like that. So they work in different ways, but I do still maintain, in most cases, I will still compound claim. I don't have it just sitting there and building up, right? But the ones that I'm using just for teams, those ones I don't consider as my own income. And basically what I've done is I've switched to a strategy where I'll just build those up, and then I would say 70% of it I airdrop. But again, that's just my way. That's just my take, I don't know if you guys want to add.
Everybody has their own strategy, right? Everybody should have their own strategy. Like Kelly said, multiple personalities, right? In a good way.
Yeah,
so I totally agree with that. And it's a tool, just like what Runner said earlier. He put another couple wallets underneath him just so that his team, as they grow, once they hit his account, they're going to get the 2.5%. So it's a tool to then help your team, you're giving back to the team that that you intend to grow, right?
Yeah.
We all know that each wallet is going to max out. So you're not going to plant one tree, and then say, okay, bye, thank you very much. It's like, no, it's a long-term thing.
That's right.
So you want to continue planting those seeds when the time is right. I wouldn't say plant like 100 seeds at one shot, but I mean, my strategy is, get to your first level goal. If it's say $100 a day. I know Kelly does $100 a day, which is about 10,000 as a gauge. So that's about $100 a day.
Yep.
Okay, great. You compound and claim every 2 days, so that's $50 a day. Whatever you want to work it out. But once you hit that first goal, okay, good. Now start planting another seed, right? Start building a team,
funny,
and again,
Crypto Lucky, it's hilarious because I can remember the time when I thought, oh my God, I can get $100 a day. And now I'm like, that's not enough to bother with. Let me just compound it, right?
Isn't that beautiful? Oh man,
yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's awesome.
And we say it all the time with Danny. It's like, dude, it's 1 year today, right? When you first started, we started in flow, and then we transferred drip, which just took it over the top. Imagine next year, imagine the next couple of years, and this thing is not stopping. It does not. It won't stop. It can't stop.
Right? It makes a mind spin. At least mine.
It does.
Oh yeah.
And you know that within 1 year, you've accomplished so much. Right?
Yeah.
What happened to Folly?
He had to quickly go to a meeting, but he's coming back.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, he had to go to a meeting, but he's coming back. And Eric's just about to say he's going to do the same thing, but it's okay. Just again, in regards to those multiple accounts, all right, I look at it this way because I see on the chats, they go, okay, yeah, well, at this point, you know, you build up, and then at this point, you've got to start setting up another account. Well, I'm different in that regard. I set it up right near in the early stages because I don't want to reach that point where that main account is already maxed out and all of a sudden my income's gone.
Right.
You know, I want to have these other ones that are already growing at the same time. I mean, it's, you know, you're not limited to how many you can go across. So that's the way I do it. And then going across is obviously like a great way of doing it because you're not, you know, blowing out your account at the top. And you're just spreading it out. Yeah.
It's not a bad strategy to, I mean, if you're at the right level for it, to start a new 100 drip wallet once a month, you know, or once every 3 months, whatever, you know, whatever strikes your fancy.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Correct. I know, Kelly, in that voice chat with you and Forex and Brandon, you know, Forex said this multiple times where it's like, you know, self-referring and trying to, you know, game the system, right? I'm still a little unclear on what he actually means by that, because does he mean like what we're talking about right now, setting up multiple wallets? Is that gaming the system? Because I don't really see that as gaming the system, as we all agree here, or most of us agree. It's actually beneficial to keep the project going for our own selves and the actual project itself, right? So I'm trying to understand what he means by.
I think the only difference between a slave wallet and a new player would be really the new capital that the new player would be bringing in, whereas we're probably recycling capital or claiming to start a new wallet. It's great though; it's locking it in the system still. But
on what Andrew just said, it's also like when you have the fractal effect of players being added, like that new wallet isn't bringing in two friends or whatever. It's just the same person.
Yeah.
Right.
I think one of the biggest points I took from that call was, and something I saw Forex mention, I think you have, all right, the structure of a team, but also the major point on that call was about the possibility of an exploit where we had that when it reached a wallet that didn't have any BReeP, then it would stop and then go back down rather than skipping. Now, a good solid point on that is, yes, that's a way that you could have exploited the system. So you could create a wallet without any BReeP in it, create another one underneath it with BReeP in it, and that's where you're growing from. And basically, it's just going to keep coming back to you. There's not going to be that round robin effect. So that is a way that they could have done it. And I'm glad that was patched.
Yeah. Kelly, would it be cool to, I mean, I came on right after, I guess you guys discussed that, but what was the end decision? Or what was actually changed? Do you mind talking about it now, or if we don't need to talk about it?
I would rather pass at this point.
Okay, that's cool.
But I'm happy to just chat with you one-on-one.
No, just for sure. Yeah.
It's been a real hard few couple weeks for some of us. If it's okay, I'm feeling rather.
No, it's all good.
Absolutely.
The whole thing.
Absolutely.
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 I'll just say that I'll just say that you can just do the math, and the calculator is there to do the math, and
Yep.
math is your friend in this case, and
Yes.
math is
Yeah.
always your friend, and
Yeah, I agree.
and that's really all I'm gonna say about that.
That's okay. There's never any pressure
I'm
here,
sorry,
Kelly.
and Crypto Lucky. I know. It'd be nice for me to weigh in a bit here.
No, let's chat. Yeah,
I'm really tired from weighing in.
Yeah.
And
good.
Well, you know,
kind of don't have it in me tonight.
It might be presumptuous of me, Kelly, but I think your point was pretty simple. And the point was we're all playing a game and we need to know what the rules are so we can play it to the maximum benefit of ourselves and our team. And so what we discovered was maybe the rules were not exactly what we thought they were. And that's all okay. So, you know, in my history, when I see that, because I'm a lawyer, okay. So if I see that in the rules, I keep my mouth shut and I try to use it to my advantage. And I'm not criticizing you at all. It's just we do need to know what the rules are. But I think when you call a dev out like that, it causes a certain amount of FUD that hurts the project, which of course is not your goal and not what you wanted to do at all. But I salute you.
Absolutely. We find so much value. You have so much value.
Oh,
seriously, Kelly, and
Thank
such
you.
an amazing heart. You know, you're always welcome here. You know that. Much love to you always. You know,
Thank you.
You better not leave us. Kelly. We need you.
I'll never leave you. Don't worry.
I know you got to
I'm
be
always here.
tired.
If anyone wants to ask, if anyone wants to DM me or ask me questions, or you know, I'll just continue doing what I'm doing.
Making that money. Just keep making that money.
That's right. That's what I was about to say. No matter what, it's working, right?
That's right.
And little tweaks here may make a big difference in the long term. However, as it stands right now, it works. And so I think from a total layman's point of view, it's like, okay, cool, whatever's happening, it's working. And I know that the dev, we all know, and we're very confident in the dev in Forex, knowing that whatever tweaks are necessary to then sustain the project, those changes would be made.
I will say I genuinely believe that the changes that were made in the best interest of DRiP and will make DRiP more sustainable, and we're very much
absolutely. As a developer, you don't know what kind of bugs, you know, not like exploits, but what improvements you may need to make when you first develop a project, right?
Yeah.
And those come out of market participation, right? So maybe it's some things that you actually don't expect. But the great way that Forex built it is you know,
right. And me and Danny actually talked about this yesterday, and it doesn't really change anything in terms of the current structure. It just means that it's going to be redistributed. So in terms of your current team structure, there's nothing that's really an issue here per se. It just means the next time you start creating teams, you're going to want to be creating them in a different way, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, it looks like you want to be as close to the dev wallet as possible, right? I mean, that's the change. Because then you have less of a round robin, if I understand it correctly.
Yes, that is true. And however, you know, as building teams, you also want to create your team wallet on top, close to the dev, so you're able to then airdrop back at the 2.5%. So there are major benefits to go under a major team versus going directly under the dev wallet. So,
you can't go directly under him because he's already made it clear he's not giving airdrops, right?
Yeah,
so
that's right.
People don't want that, even though you can make all you want with 1%. Everybody's scrambling to try to find a great team lead, and the dev wallet is not it.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what we spoke about yesterday, Josh. I mentioned that and why we structured it that way as well.
I mean, who's looked at the dev wallet lately? And there's some ungodly amount of drip that's unavailable that he hasn't even claimed.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it
68,000
lately.
68,000 or something like that. But actually, I looked at that yesterday. Someone
Does
asked me about
anyone
that
know
yesterday.
What's going on, Folly?
if that's going to get added to supply?
Eric, what's up? Hey, Adrian is there.
Not at this point, Josh. Yeah, welcome back, Folly.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, so yeah, again, the strategy of building out sideways for me is a great one. But you know, when you look at, well, Folly may have a different opinion. He's one of those guys with a huge team, right? And it does affect. But sorry, man, I shouldn't say that.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I mean,
the only thing I see it like on my side is, let's say you have a direct that really loves to do DCA, whereas previously you would have a portion of every single DCA that he did, right? Whereas you don't now. That's the only thing that I see as, well, I don't know. I don't even really want to comment on that, but yeah. So you know, if there's someone that's putting in thousands underneath you all the time, like directly underneath you, you kind of miss that a little bit. That's it.
Yeah. Just quickly, I've actually got to shoot off to a meeting, guys.
Yeah, that's okay.
And Rocket Scientist, as usual.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for joining and letting me, you know, having a place for me here. I hope everyone has
always
great
welcome.
day. And I'm sure we'll all talk soon.
Yeah. Thanks,
Sure, man. Catch me on the DM later.
Take it easy, Josh.
have a good one,
See you,
Josh.
brother. So yeah. So yeah, that's again, that's the only thing that I take from it. If anyone else wants to comment on that, I won't put it on you, Kelly. Folly.
No. We'll maybe do another stream. We should actually do another stream to dissect that a little.
Yeah.
Not your
Another
anniversary. Come on, man.
Yeah, I know. But it's like, the good thing about this is that, okay, I've been in it for a year, but I've experienced the ups and downs, right? And that's something that people should know about. It hasn't been plain sailing the whole way. You know, when we talk about the purple thing, and obviously because I'm a team leader. So I'm a team leader, and whatever happens, you know, although I have zero obligation, to be totally honest, because everyone has the same information as I do, right? I like growing my teams, and I like nurturing and helping them to become team leaders themselves or growing themselves, right? But there is that element of responsibility, I guess. You know, when you bring someone in and things don't work out the way that they expect it to work out, well, you kind of feel that little sense of responsibility. Actually, it's a big sense of responsibility. Although we shouldn't feel guilty about it in any way, shape, or form, because everyone has the exact same information, access to the exact same information as we do. So in regards to the ups and downs, I mean, like, for example, back on the purple thing, I had someone that came in with $15,000 when it was $1.95.
Oh,
right? $1.95. But the thing is that they were pushing for it because they saw that the price kept going up and up and up. And I said, you sure you really want to do this?
yeah.
Yes, just go in. And so we did it, right? $15,000 at $1.95. Now it's what? Not even a cent now, Folly?
Yeah, not even a cent.
Not even a cent. But the thing is that he's kept compounding the whole time. He's got about, you know, half back or something so far. And then we took some from the divs of that and then put it over to drip. So now he's getting it back on drip. But still, right? As I said, there's so many ups and downs in this past year. But ending this year for me is on an absolute freaking high.
Well, the good news is
high.
that your person there must understand crypto because you're still talking to him, right?
Every single day.
We'll talk to him. Just with a different tone.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, you just got to, that's the thing. If you come into anything in crypto, you just got to come in with what you're prepared to lose. Right. And to tell you, actually, this was his first foray into crypto.
Ooh.
Right. Wow. But he's still there.
Well, good recovery. It's a good recovery anyway.
Yeah. You know, and same with DReeP. I had someone that came in at $57.
Yeah.
You know, $57, but I mean, he's ROI now, definitely. You know, but you know, it's just the way it is. But to be able to sit here a year later, after just scraping together $40 and going, shit, this is amazing. You know, that counts for something. And as Eric always says, just don't stop, just keep going. Right? Why stop? You stop, you're going to lose. Keep going, and there's that chance that you're going to get your money back.
Right. That's right.
Right. And I mean, crypto's crypto. It goes through these stages, and you know, I wish I got Bitcoin way back when it was $17 11 years ago, when someone said to me, oh, you should get this. You know, I know somebody that bought 2,500 Bitcoin at $17.
Nice.
Right. How crazy is that?
Well, and they didn't sell it at 17.
Yeah, did they hold on to it?
Yeah, he's holding on to it.
Oh,
that's
nice.
the thing. Yeah, one of these anonymous people, but someone I know, like, personally. And he said to me back then, you know, you got to do it. Well, at that time, I just bought this house. I, you know, just got married and blah, blah, blah. And I just really, well, I still had money, but it was one of those things. I wasn't prepared at that point in my life to take that step into something that was still an unknown. I mean, that's 11 years ago. Now we've got an 11-year history on crypto. Hell yeah, if that opportunity came up again, I'd just jump into it. You know, all in. You know, but
you never know.
Yeah,
you never know what's going to happen. Ups and downs, it's always happened, and it will continue to happen.
Rex is coming up. That'll be a good one.
Oh yeah. There you go. I don't know much about Rex, but yeah.
Rex is going to be amazing.
Yeah, you need to have a look at it. But yeah, let me touch on the idea of team building. I want to just give props to Adrian, Adro Crypto. We've been through the thick and thin of team build in the Purple and in DReeP project, and it's been a roller coaster. We've been personally, I feel like every team build I've done has been resting on the shoulder of someone like Adrian on one side, and facilitators like Rona, brother Leo, and Tez and Daniel and other guys in the at the top of that old team build chain that we did over the years. So why am I doing that? What I'm trying to say in essence is we hit the ground running with DReeP. We didn't stress at all, just because we had this team structure already from Flow, and it was amazing the way we were able to onboard almost 400 people within a 48-hour period. It was
wow.
It was groundbreaking because
amazing.
We already have the experience. We had the skill to make sure we verify stuff. We onboard people with little or no error at all, and that was amazing. So giving props to them. Then the big part of how this has really been successful also for me personally is getting into alliance with people like Brad, shout out to them, Fly, at the start of DReeP too, on one side, and that team is growing crazily right now. We on that account we are approaching almost 5,000 team members on that account.
Wow,
it's crazy.
Wow.
But then again, because they were all grown organically for the past 7.5 months, we found a sweet spot where I mean, we are made on that account, to be very honest. We were made. Whatever adjustment that Forex has done, which was what was intended initially, has just made that account more relevant and growing sporadically right now. I remember having that conversation with Kelly early on, maybe a few weeks ago, about that account, and right now, because of the round robin, because it's an organically grown team, even with Flow Riders too, what we've beat in Flow Riders, everything is just coming together. And I don't want to say this online, but I think becoming a bit too much money. You know what I
mean? I'll send you my wallet address, bro.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for that.
Yeah,
no problem right there.
Airdrop time.
Yeah. Nah, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
I am gonna. Yeah, go, Folly.
No. So the point is, you can't really go wrong with organically grown team. That's the point I'm trying to make. You can't go wrong with it. Your strategy will always be a universally efficient one if you go by that. And the point right now is we just need to keep making sure we get a lot more people on board. Airdropping them, making sure they have a seamless entry into the system, because what we really want is mainstream adoption, and it starts with people like us. I mean, personally, I would not really sell my drip that is coming from that wallet right now, because it feels like this is an OG taking advantage of the fact that it got into drip on day one. Is always finding a way to put the money back into the system, either by providing liquidity in drip BUSD for the ref token that is coming, or buying BReeP that I don't need. You can just find a way to keep the money in the system, because it should be a symbiotic relationship between you as an OG and the ecosystem that you are supporting, because you don't want to be a parasite. And that's what some of us have been doing, where we just make sure the money is in the system. But I mean, a lot of the strategies that have been talked about, they are all good, but we should also know that whatever strategy you pick, I mean, it's what you think is best for you, and just stick by it. Nobody should be pressurized to think one strategy overrides the other. It's just, if that's what you want to do, you do you. If you think, but it's also good to always share, once you share your strategies and people say, oh, okay, I think that's a good strategy, like what Kelly is doing. Everybody loved what she is doing, not what she was, she was and is still doing.
Is still doing,
Yes, and people love it. So we should, people can, be happy to get on board of that. But then if there's a different strategy somewhere else, I mean, I have a friend that all he has done for the 7 months was claim out. I'm like, I couldn't help but tell him, bro, you just killed the golden goose.
Yeah.
But that's his own strategy, and I cannot crucify him completely for it. He would be the one to look at it and say, oh shit, I think I've messed up, So
Let's start again.
Is he the one that just sold 2,500 drip?
Oh, not that one. But there's another one in my team right now that I'm growing, and he just, I mean, I don't know what he was doing, honestly.
Did you see that tonight? There was somebody that sold the 2,500 drip. Yeah.
I know. I saw that. I mean, anyway, I can't even, you know the way these things are. Yeah, you see something and you go, oh my god, you're just banging your head against the wall. You're going, oh shit. Why did it do that?
But look, it hasn't had that much of an effect, really, has it? It hasn't had that much of an effect.
It hit 31 and now 29. Yeah,
that's good, because we've got this primary liquidity, we've got this secondary liquidity, and we've got this BUSD liquidity too. So the primary one is the fountain, which is the custom DEX. The secondary one is the reservoir, which is the drip BNB LP in form of drop, and the BUSD liquidity is the one on PancakeSwap. So
I was looking at that, actually. I was looking at the wallet that sold, whatever it was, the 183 BNB. And after that, there was a bunch of liquidity added on PancakeSwap. So I wonder if they just did that and just put it in.
Okay. Maybe that makes sense. You see, that's what we're saying. Where we don't just go, oh, he sold 193. Is a dumbass. So maybe he sold half of. Maybe he had about 366. So he sold half for BUSD and paired it up with the remaining half to provide BUSD liquidity, drip BUSD liquidity. So I mean, sometimes people do that a lot.
Yeah,
and what I really love about what we have,
maybe it was you. Maybe it was you, buddy.
Man, let's point the finger.
Talk about how rich you were.
It's him. It's him.
But the sustainability of the platform has just been reinforced with the way Forex has actually tweaked everything in terms of the referral structure, with the Mano Farm, the garden, everything. I mean, the sustainability just keeps getting better every now and then, and that's what everybody wants to see. Everybody wants to see that you try to sell 183 BNB worth of drip in another platform. Watch the price go from $50 to $5. You know. So
for sure.
Liquidity is king, and Forex is smart enough to know that, and that's why it's always about liquidity. You know, all forms of liquidity, whatever, in whatever shape, manner, or form. Okay, whether that be gaseous form, solid state form, in the plasma form, providing the liquidity in any form. So sustainability is what I've seen, and I'm happy with everything that has been happening so far.
Fantastic.
Let's go, drippers.
While we're on my anniversary stream, I am going to give myself a little bit of a plug there. Alak-Azul, guys.
Alak-Azul.
Alak-Azul.
Yes, Alak-Azul. Look, everyone already knows the word Alak-Azul. I step into certain Telegram groups, and as soon as I get in there, everyone's saying Alak-Azul, and that's just awesome to see that it's going down that road. There's a lot of hype that's being built about it. Alak-Azul, which I don't have sitting in the background right now, which I chose not to today, otherwise I'd be drinking it. Right? It's my blue drinks, and it's scheduled to be fully bottled and released June or July next year. That'll be going out all over the world, but also at the same time we'll be launching the DApp and the crypto side of it as well. So really exciting. I'm not going to go into all the details of that, but it's going to be another awesome way to make money. And at this point, we're also looking at creating an interim DApp before then, so people aren't having to wait that long. We're looking at creating something before then where you can actually generate revenue, and also like an elite token where you can then exchange that elite token for the real tokens when we launch the actual DApp in June or July next year. So there you go. That's my thing. Hang on a sec. Bring me up to speed. What is the drink?
Alak-Azul.
It's Alak-Azul. Alak-Azul.
Yes, a demo it now.
Alak-Azul sounds like a really magical word, which it is for me anyway. Alak-Azul is a new way of saying cheers, and it's going to be a household name. It's my own invention in regards to the drink and also the word. Alak, I'm an Aussie, as you know. I'm in the Philippines, and over here, alcohol is alak. All right. I also have Spanish blood, and in Spanish, azul is blue. So that's where we get Alak-Azul, and it just kind of fits. It just came to me while I was laying in bed suffering from that dreaded disease. But, so it's now stuck, and I'm doing some things like with Gangster Finance, for example. If you're on these chats and he feels like he's going to give away some XGFI or on these live streams, what you have to do is you got to go to Gangster Finance Telegram and say Alak-Azul, and he'll give you some XGFI tokens. So it's working well. People are starting to know about it. So that's my little plug on Alak-Azul, and I won't go into too much detail on it. Over time, I will release more, but obviously a lot of it is tight-lipped at this stage. But what I'm going to do, Crypto Lucky right there, my bro, who looks like he's really busy, I'm actually going to put him on the spot, because there's another project, right? I am going to put you on the spot, bro. You're going to slap me about it later on.
What's that?
You're going to slap me because I put you on the spot, but I am going to mention it. I'm going to give a really big plug to Pharaoh Coin, right? Okay. And you don't have to go all the way into it, bro. But just because we've got viewers, we've got people here, we've got people that'll be involved in this, and just give it a little quick plug and what Pharaoh is, please.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks, bro. Yeah. Real quick, Pharaoh Coin. My company Impero here in the Philippines, we work on the regulator side, so we help actually write a law, which is pretty cool. In 20 signed by the president and everything to help regulate blockchain and cryptocurrency. And so many projects, it's almost, if you compare it to like Forex, foreign exchange, like Forex brokers, not Forex a developer, but you know how they get regulated in different areas of the world. So we have the Asian hub, which is in the Philippines, from AFAB, Freeport area, Bataan. So we regulate cryptocurrency blockchain projects that would like to, you know, add credence to their projects. One of the projects that we're working on is called Faircoin. So it's the first mining operated backed cryptocurrency project. Yeah, mining operations on the blockchain, which is something I'm really trying to not to get technical and yeah. But Faircoin.io is pretty cool. These companies involved are publicly listed companies, and so now they we actually have a legal opinion from international judge, and stating that it's not a security, it's a commodity token, and we're actually getting approval from local governments, right? So we have mining operations in the Philippines and Indonesia, and now they're backing. That's what's actually backing the actual tokens, and so we're creating these staking contracts and a lot of DeFi. So it's a centralized project, meaning there's actual mining operations, and there's real operations, real business, real people that were publicly listed companies, and they're backing this thing, but there's with a decentralized twist when it comes to like the staking contracts and whatnot. So we've incorporated quite a bit of good DeFi mechanisms in there.
So Eric, you're talking about like gold mines, silver mines, stuff like that.
This is iron ore.
Nice.
So I'll actually, yeah, I'll show you.
You want to share it? You want to share your screen?
Sure.
Is that what you're doing?
Oh.
Yeah, do it.
Well,
do it. This is exciting, guys. And when we're ready, we're going to be doing a really big live stream on Faircoin. I'm super excited.
Yeah. So right now we're in the pre-sale launch. So we haven't officially launched. That's why I tell Danny's we're like you know, this is a little premature. Whoever this Faircoin, Faircoin.io, right? So the token that was minted is a basic ERC20 standard token on the BSC network. So this is basically
so yes, it's not Ethereum.
It's not. Yeah, it's on Binance.
On BSC.
Yeah. So you have the deputy speaker in the Philippines, Bernard Herrera. Yeah. So it's very political as well. However, the Philippines is very open and they're flexible in how they're regulating crypto, you know, as compared to other countries. So they're very forward thinking, which is good. So which really helps. We got a huge team. Actually, I don't know how much I could say here, but we have a really good team involved. Great legal team, right? Imperial Japan is on there. Like so this is my company here. So we basically are the business developers. So we help license this project, and we're involved in this way. So there's me right there. Yeah, but yeah, check it out. It'll be fun. I'll let everybody know when it's officially launched. Right now, the swap contract is up. However, yeah, we kind of want to do the official launch first.
Yeah. But you can speak with me and Eric in the meantime if you need to.
For sure.
I want to know more about it. But it's definitely exciting, guys, and it's something that's pretty revolutionary. And you know, it's one of those things that's going to be super rock solid. I mean, where do you have crypto backed by real life mining operations?
The great thing about this project is, again, these are publicly listed companies. So if they mess up on the crypto side, it's going to mess up their actual public company, right? Which they've been for dozens of years, right? And
there'll never be a rug pull. There'll never be a rug pull. It's impossible. So
it's changing the game ultimately as far as a unit of trade within the mining industry. So that's what we're leaning towards, right? That's what, and it's very exciting, very technical, very nerdy, right? On the legal side and, you know, the actual business side. So very exciting. So something to look up.
If there's a pre-sale, who's that open to?
So the official pre-sale is for the
I had to ask, right? You said
no problem. So there's gonna be two private pre-sales and then one public pre-sale. So and those are open to the institutional investors. We're doing road shows in next month in London, Italy and what was that Geneva? Yeah, I believe it's still Well, I'll let you know for sure. But there's 3 major cities in Europe where we're doing roadshows, and these are more of the mining partners that they already do business with. So that's who the private sales are going to be opened up to. Yeah, and then there's going to be another round. Yeah, and then the public pre-sale. Yeah. I'll keep you updated.
But anyone that's on this stream with us, you know, anyone that's on the stream with us, you can give me a message, and you know, we'll see what we can do. And I'm again sorry, bro. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
All good.
I just thought it was a great opportunity. You know, just you know, feeding it out there in little bits.
It's different. It's different because again, we're coming from the regulatory body kind of angle, right? Yeah. So we have to really make sure everything is above board. Again, now you're dipping into blockchain cryptocurrency, so you know, again, there has to be that balance, right? So they've put a lot of work and effort. I mean, this is like over a year in the making, in actual, you know, work with the legal councils and like politics. It's a lot of fun, a lot of headaches, but it's looking really nice right now. Yeah, so we're really looking for. They're waiting for a couple more pieces, and they do the official launch pre-sale.
Exciting, super exciting.
But you guys,
and we'll do like,
don't worry.
Yeah, man, I'm super excited for it, and we're going to have some exciting live streams about it and marketing. I mean, that's what I'm super excited about, you know.
Sure. And if you guys look into it right now, I mean, you know, just totally let me know what you guys think. That'll be awesome. Getting your guys' feedback. I totally respect all these, you know.
Yeah.
All your guys' feedback, comments, suggestions.
Eric,
this thing sucks. What are you doing?
Rana, Adro, Folly, Kelly, is there anything that you want to shill or plug right now? Here's your stage time. It doesn't matter. I mean, these things are usually always about drip to begin with, but you can talk about anything you want. If there's anything that you think's pretty exciting and you want to, you know, say something about it, please do. The floor is yours. If there's anything you want to shill.
I think that Elephant and Trunk and Stampede are pretty cool right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck with that, Kelly.
I know.
I am an adamant no
for it, but it is looking very interesting. That's all I can say.
It'll be interesting.
Andrew, what do you think?
Until coins disappear out of your wallet, right? That happened in his last go around, right? Oh, I didn't mean to deposit that into the contract. Oh well. I mean, it's just to me. I know people love him, but for me, he's just not trustworthy. I mean, I've been burned more than once in my life, and I can see a fire when I get close enough to it. I just back away.
But I agree. Go ahead, Andrew. Sorry.
I think it comes back to the discussion about exploits a little earlier. I think, you know, one of those things you hear a lot in crypto is that a developer will encourage everybody to row in the same direction. Have you ever heard that line? And Elephant Man was big on that, and you know, and it's refreshing that, you know, while there might be exploits, I know that Forex is watching out for them. But never would you hear him say, in order for this to be sustainable, you need to row in the same direction.
Why does this crack me up every time you say it?
You've heard a lot. No, but I mean, you know, and I see that in the chat a lot. I think to myself, well, listen, if people are inherently going to do the wrong thing, and they're going to game it if they can. So no, the platform has to stand on its own 2 feet and protect itself. I'm not going to trust the community to do the right thing. And if I had to, then this project wouldn't be anywhere near as appealing.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where BT got it all wrong, to feel like he can be an investor in his own project. No, it doesn't work that way. Your sentiments, your bias, your using what you know to game the system, it's all rests in your hands. So trying to behave as if you're neutral, you're one of the investors, is not cool at all. It's not going to work out because you know all the tricks and everything about the project, and you trying to let us know you are one of the investors, and then you tell us to row in the same direction as you, while you are rowing in the other direction. It's all a bad policy to really lay down for people to follow, that you're one of the investors. And I think that's where he's getting it all wrong. But I think he has learned his lesson, not maybe fully, because he's still trying to, he has toned down a bit on that premise that is one of the investors in the project. But then, like Kelly said, I mean, I think I agree. If we take out the possible exploit from the project, I think P stands a chance if it's developed by somebody that is trustworthy. Because once we start to see that 80% correction, you will wish that you are in something that is pegged to the stable coin, like the US dollar, and then earning you 205% APY, So yeah, I think it's a very good one if it is not in the hands of B.
I think there's a big gap between genius and integrity, right? Yeah, and that's really what it comes down to. But hey, great. I know my stand on it. But
I think from my point of view, you could be right. He may have learned his lesson. I think looking back, here's what we have. This was the first massively successful project that BT had, and it made him a millionaire. And Forex was already a millionaire. He's looking, I don't know if he knows it or not, but he's looking to get in the Guinness World Book of Records, right? I mean, he's creating something that is a legacy for him. I mean, he's talking about the biggest yield farm in history. And, he's not doing this to make money. He's doing this because it makes him feel good. It gives him a sense of purpose. And maybe if Kelly's lucky, maybe BT will transition into that now that he's a millionaire. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. But I'm not going to be part of it.
That's sad, though, huh? That's sad. Because, it's sad to say that. It sucks because, again, like you said, Runner, BT built something great, and it was like almost not a first mover. I mean, it was modeled on other projects. However, that is one of the most successful projects that really just took things over the top. However, colors came out. And and now how do you trust if he does have a kick-ass project? How do I trust it, right? He's always talking about exploits. I'm like, dude, how many exploits does your system have? Like, like, and he ended up started blaming, people for, I don't know, just weird. It's just too weird for me. And it's too, like, if you're a developer and you see exploits, you fix it without making a whole mess of it and kind of saying, oh, well, someone just, there was an exploit in the reactor.
There was one particular exploit you guys will probably recognize that I believe was by design. He gave away the keys, and then within days he blamed the community for exploiting the system.
Stuff like that is like, what?
Yeah.
It's like you have the power to fix. And here's one thing with Forex. I noticed, when he's fixing it, he'll fix it and tell people, about it in a way where, ultimately it's for the benefit of. But compared with the other guy, BT is more like a blaming, like what you said. Joe is blaming guys for it. Yeah. Like, God,
what was
there's always bugs in everything.
I'm just looking at that here. What was that thing that was brought in? Reactor.
Yeah,
that's it.
Reactor one.
The whole big reactor fiasco.
That's when it went from $1.95 down to like.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was so BT could siphon the money off and blame it on some kind of bad actor from nowhere.
Come on, man.
And we
you guys already talked about it earlier. That there was a period of a couple of months where we were onboarding people still towards the end of before the big decline. And BT was still pushing it as the thing. It was a complete project, and it's still good to go. But yeah, then it felt like a soft rug from where we were looking, and at the point that
absolutely
we knew the writing was on the wall. We knew this thing isn't sustainable. It wasn't appropriate to plug it anymore, and he'd already kind of taken
he was fighting it himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the frustrating part on my side, where it's like, you're the developer, you can fix this. You have the ability to fix and tweak and make adjustments to give the community what they're looking for. I mean, whatever you thought of when you first developed it, that's cool and all, but then once the market comes in and they start creating another, it starts evolving to something you'd never thought of. You have the ability now to adjust and be flexible, but I didn't see that, right? I didn't see that he's more, he's definitely not a people's person, like, and ultimately he's getting rich off it. So why be greedy?
Well, there were a number of things like that, and you can always try to give the guy a pass, and you think, well, geez, there's reasonable doubt there or whatever.
I have many times.
There was a point where he came out, and there was no question. He had a major push for just teams are like going to be horizontal, and he was going to give these massive airdrops, and he got everybody to attach to his wallet. And he gave like 2 airdrops, and he was done. And he didn't fulfill what he said he was going to do. And then everybody who was awake knew he was a liar when that happened.
Yeah, everyone had to be within 15 levels of him. You remember that? That was never implemented.
Yeah, that's right.
But
like again, I'm still claiming from it. I'm still making money from it.
Yeah, we all are.
We all are.
Not what we should be, but it's still there.
He was getting mad for a project that he built. That's what was hilarious. You're getting mad for people making money off something you built.
The backlash was severe. He had the chat shut down for how long? Weeks.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hey, what happened to that guy? What was that guy's name? He was going to have a big party in Florida on his big boat. The mod.
Tron God.
Is he still on there? I don't know. I don't even go on the Telegram anymore.
I don't go there anymore.
But it was more of attitude than solutions. That's what I found after a while.
That's right.
It was just attitude. So I was like, I haven't even opened up that Telegram chat for a while.
No. I haven't. I got a notification or something the other day on it, and I just didn't even bother looking. But that's it. So, anything else you guys want to shill?
Yeah.
Congratulations on your 1 year.
Yeah, man.
Oh, thank you. It's been a roller coaster, but now I'm right at the top, and I think I'm just going to keep going straight ahead now. I've slapped on the wings, and when that roller coaster goes back down, I'm just going to unleash and just keep going straight ahead. That's basically it now, man.
All right.
Flying.
Yeah, there's Rex launching. I would think it's a good project. Kelly thinks so. I think so too.
Awesome.
He's Rex. Rex is I mean, it's by German dev, but somebody poked a. So he did an audit on his contract, but then he added a different contract that was not audited, which is the T-Rex contract, and that's what blew the bigger contract that was audited before now. So T-Rex was now used as a bug that now really affected or broke the audited contract. So what he has done is he has tried to make sure he doesn't just do the security audit. He's also going to be doing an economic audit, because it was on the economic audit side that he could have been able to integrate the T-Rex contract with the main contract. So what am I trying to say in essence? It's trying to cover all bases with what it's trying to do right now. And we feel like it's going to be a better X. And if you get in on day one, it's like you getting into X on day one, except for the fact that Rex is more dynamic in the form that you can sell your stakes, you can scrape your interest, you can, it's very dynamic. So it's not like, it's not as static as X, where once you stake, you just have to, wait for it to mature before you get out your stakes. You can move your stakes around, you can transfer your stakes, you can sell your stakes. If you have an emergency, you can scrape your interest to sell some of your stakes if you want and all that. So yeah, it's amazing. It's interesting because I feel like Rex is a German man's personality was being poked, and if a German's personality is poked, he gets angry and beats the coolest shit ever.
Yeah, I love it.
Yep. I'll have to look into that then.
Yeah, and
yeah.
I think that's why.
Rex is gonna be like so solid this time around. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
so
gonna be so good.
Kelly is one of the, I don't want to call her a core team member, but she's really into it. She likes it, and the more I look into it, the more I like it.
I've really just been helping, but I'm not a core team member or anything. But I just know that they've been working so hard on it, and really thinking things through, and yeah, they made some mistakes. I mean, it was really exemplary. I think it was really bad mistakes, and then they just admitted to it, described exactly what the mistakes were, exactly how they were going to fix it, took input from the community, made adjustments, created all new contracts, getting all of those new contracts audited, you know, an airdrop team spending like literally months of their lives trying to figure out how to make it the fairest possible airdrop. I've never seen like so much effort put into like fairness. Beautiful. And
well, you guys can't promote something without telling us where it is. It's not rex.io. What is it?
I think it's rex-token.com, but I don't think it's, I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing anything right now because it hasn't launched yet. You can't buy it, you know. I definitely wouldn't buy Rex Classic at this stage. Which is the
old version of Rex, and the website is going through a complete overhaul, so you don't really want to touch. The new website is dope from what I've seen. The sneak peeks I've seen,
it is
awesome.
Do we have an ETA?
Well, it was gonna try and be Christmas, but it's gonna be more like January, mainly for reasons of website development, I think.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's
a lot of new stuff. There's not a lot of new stuff being added to it. So the main, I did press the wrong button and couldn't get back for a minute. But the main thing that's going to be new is the staking decks, which means you can buy and sell your stakes, which is amazing. So, like, not only can you scrape interest if you need to, if like something happens, the price shoots up, you go into the hospital, you've got to, you know, you don't have to emergency into stake. You can just scrape some of the interest. But then also you can sell your stakes. And if you have a stake that you created on the first day, that's going to be worth a lot because share price is going to just keep going up. Price is going to keep going up. And so it's like things you kind of wish Hex had and ways in which you think Hex, wouldn't it be great if Hex could just do this? And it's kind of all those great things.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty exciting. And it's on the Binance Smart Chain. You don't have to pay Ethereum gas fees. Yeah.
I'll definitely keep an eye out for that one. Okay. What do you reckon, Eric?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I loved Hex. I mean, until I didn't love Hex, but no.
I was too late for Hex. That's the thing with Rex.
Oh yeah,
I got in right on the beginning, and that's like
I got in. I think 8:20. I forgot. I was in early in Hex, and then I saw some funny moves, happening, especially a big payday. So I was a little choked about that, but no, look at it now. You can't argue with it. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny that it has been a great project.
Well, I looked at it earlier. It was like 13 cents.
Just like Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, but 30, whatever. Yeah, so but it was a lot better than the 0.00 whatever that I got in at, right?
Well, yeah. So there you go.
When I got pissed off at Richard, I sold it also. That was my choice. But yeah, imagine Rex is an improvement of Hex. So that's what I mean. Like, it's so exciting because there's so many developers catching on and understanding how it's just open. it's all open. You create things on top of
Well,
each other. It just forks. It just gets better.
It's
and better.
exciting hearing Kelly and Folly talk about the developer of this project, because that's what we're looking for, right? Is devs that we can trust, and it's so hard to get into something if you don't have at least somebody saying something really good about them.
Right.
Right. The one last thing,
too, right? Fed.
One last thing. There is another project. Oh, January is gonna be so good, I believe. It's gonna be like January, February. It's gonna be like DeFi 3.0 in full swing, because there's another one called bankx.io, and to summarize that one is just a combination of X, Luna, and Frax. So these are three big projects that I've really followed myself too, and they've done well in market cap. X went to almost more than 200 billion. Luna is about between 15 and 20 billion right now, because it just kept skyrocketing, because it's got this fully algorithmic and fully collateralized loan system where you drop your collateral and then you mint an SSD. You can actually earn interest on that SSD, and then you can put that into a COD. I mean, it has all these moving parts that are just so exciting. And then at some point, it becomes partially collateralized and partially algorithmic. And I also tend to have a discussion with the dev of this particular project. His name is Lance Parker, and he's a former pilot, 20 years in fintech. And one thing that really struck me was the fact that he's got almost similar concepts that is doing with what BT is doing with Trunk, and that's what made me realize, they've both got traditional fintech experience, so they are almost going to try to run this like a traditional bank, except for the decentralized part of things that they are putting into the gameplay. So that's when it starts to make sense to me that okay, and I think I know what these guys are really doing, and that's re-innovating or re-engineering the traditional financial technology mechanics and concepts and bringing that to the blockchain. So sacrifice is almost over, because they had a sacrifice, and that is just to make it a zero taxable event, which was cool. I think that's another exciting one everybody should be looking at. And recently, it's going to be launching on BSC and Ethereum at the same time, and that I think is
part. I haven't followed that. That's amazing. I sacrificed for BankX and brought a few people in as well for BankX, but I didn't realize that it was going to launch on Binance.
Yes, he just did that, and different blockchains for different reasons. He's going on Ethereum because he knows that's the native blockchain for DeFi. That's where almost 60% of DeFi TVL is locked up in the form of Curve, Uniswap, and all that. And the only reason why he's looking at BSC is because it's got a cheaper fee, even though it's a layer 2. So he's getting on both of them primarily for different reasons, and I think that's cool.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's new, because it wasn't. He wasn't saying that before.
It was new, and that's because we kept telling him, bro, it's gonna be a bad mistake to actually launch on Ethereum without launching on BSC.
Yeah. Wow, that's so exciting.
It is. I know.
I'm so happy.
I know. Even me too, when I learned that a few days ago, because all that change came about a week ago or less. So
So that's really BankX, right? BankX.
BankX.io. Yeah.
So
I'm gonna write that down.
So what's with Ray then? Ray's running around calling it a scam.
Oh, just leave Ray alone. I don't want to talk about Ray.
I mean, I'd sacrifice a little bit myself. I'm going to see where it goes, but it's disconcerting to see him running around slapping.
I don't think it's a scam.
No, it doesn't look like a scam to me.
I've talked to Larry as well. Is that Larry? Lance.
Lance, yeah, Lance Parker. Yeah.
No, I was talking about Bartertown Ray.
No, I know, but Lance is the founder of BankX, and
yeah, he is just he seems so vanilla and straight, you know. I mean, he doesn't seem like a rugger or a cheater or anything.
No.
When it was called the robber, he used that as a marketing tool. He put a mask on his face.
Yeah, that's true. That's cute.
Okay, look, here's one. Your thoughts on NFTs. Now, I saw something on my Twitter earlier on, and what did they post? Okay, so I create an NFT, sell it to myself for 2 million. Then, so I'm still holding the NFT, but I'm holding 2 million. Then I sell it for 200,000. I'm now sitting on 2.2 million. What's your thoughts on that?
What?
Yeah.
What?
NFTs. So someone creates an NFT. Let's say I create an NFT.
Mm-hmm.
I buy it off myself because it's sitting on a different wallet, right? I buy it off myself for 2 million. Then I put it out for sale for 200,000. Someone buys it for 200,000. I still effectively have just got 2.2 million. Is that right?
Well, if you have 2 million, why are you buying your own NFT? I mean, you're
because you're bumping up the price of the NFT by looking at price history.
What's the point of that if you're turning around and selling it for 200,000?
There you go.
I mean,
just wanted your thoughts on it because that came up on Twitter this morning.
It sounds like somebody who's trying to attract the attention of the taxing people, right? Oh,
but yeah. So
I mean,
there you go. There's a question up there.
You can make a lot of money in this. You don't have to think that hard to do it. I mean, you just get yourself in trouble.
No. That's right. That's right. NFTs. I mean, NFTs have been around for a while. My take, Danny, you know my take on it. I mean, NFTs are awesome. It's really changing the landscape, and this whole metaverse thing that's popping up now. But NFTs for me, I felt like for digital art, I wasn't really into it. This is just me personally, but people have made freaking tons of money, so maybe I should just keep my mouth shut and just buy some. Maybe I don't know, but I think when I think of crypto and all the projects happening in the space right now, I think of utility. So, NFT. We worked on a project for real estate back in a few years ago, 2017. However, it's not just the crypto side of it; it's the regulation side of it. So you cannot legally take a title of property and create an NFT out of that, right? There has to be regulation to back that. So that's where the issue comes for. And my whole thing is adoption. How do you use NFT in real life situations? One of our good friends, we're advisors for this one project, Smashcoin, which I'll show there. But they are working with producers of films. And there was one film where the film was launched, right? And they created NFTs based on the film. So now you could own that. So now you own a piece of the actual film, which is pretty cool, right? So now it's starting to get to that level. But what I want to see really is, again, like I mentioned, real estate, your car, right? Each car is an NFT. Ultimately, if you think about it, right? That the VIN number or whatever you call it. I mean, that's basically an NFT. Now, how can I use that in my everyday life? And I see that's happening. That's going to start happening. Right now, we're still in the whole digital art, JPEG kind of NFT for $1 million kind of thing. But a lot of stuff happening there. So pay attention. I mean, who am I to say, how I feel about it? Everybody has their people have made money on it. Like I know people personally who've made tons of money on NFTs, but pay attention, see what's out there. It's moving very fast.
There's a guy who just made a bunch of Rex NFTs, and they're so cute. And he was posting them on the Rex chat, and he made me one, and I've just put the link to it on Danny's in the private chat, but I can't put it in. I can't put it in the comments because I'm not able to access the comments. But if anybody wants to see my cute Rex NFT, she's so cute.
Let's see. Yeah, that is cute.
Danny must have stepped away for a minute, but
How much?
Oh yeah, that's cute. Very cute.
Isn't
much is
she
it worth?
cute?
She is.
He made it. Well, he made a bunch, and then but then he gave me that one, so I guess it's in my wallet. So I don't know how much, but I'm not selling her. She's mine, and I'm not gonna sell.
Well, just minted 2 hours ago, so
there's
not even a base price on it yet.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
She's a cute. She was made custom too.
Very sweet.
I gotta make an offer.
What's that?
It says make offer. I'm gonna make an offer, Kelly.
Oh no! Folly can give me an offer.
You're going for the big bags, aren't you, Kelly?
Yeah. Keep your chump change, Eric.
I think the digital art is interesting, but I'm not fully versed in the NFTs yet. But as I understand them, they have so much potential for being like mathematical keys, like you mentioned, titles to houses, cars. There's stuff that I can't even imagine right now. I think that NFTs are going to be able to do, just because they can hold so much information. But it's beyond me. If you can make money on them now, go for it.
There has to be that bridge. I think we're in the age of bridging right now. Yeah. Where just like that project that I mentioned earlier, Faircoin, we're bridging real traditional business mining operations with blockchain cryptocurrency. So that thing's going to happen for NFTs and whatnot for all industries, right? All sectors. Right. That will. I think it is inevitable. It's pretty brave to say that, but yeah. It's happening now already.
At this point, we can refer back to this and go, your thoughts on NFTs?
Yeah.
I don't think it even really matters what our thoughts are.
Yeah,
it's just going to be there anyway. It's going to be there anyway, Same as with internet, same as with all these other techs.
So Danny,
technologies. We talk about blockchain. Yep.
While you were gone, Kelly posted her link in the private chat for a special NFT she recently got. I think she wanted to share it on the comments.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're not able
we can
to
do that.
Chad Strat in the Rex group was has made a whole collection of Rex NFTs, and he made this one specifically for me and put it in my wallet.
Look, I'm gonna share that. Let me just see. Let me share screen.
Oh, that's so beautiful, to be honest. I love it.
I love it too.
Oh, why is it doing that? There you go.
There it is.
It's so cute.
I love the comment.
I got to request all of the she's holding a steak.
Wow.
She was holding a steak, like a STEAK steak.
Vampire
but I told him I was a vegetarian. She needs to hold an actual a steak. And then I requested that her eyes be blue, and he just knew to use the headphones for me. I think probably from my photo.
You had to request the coffee, right?
I love the fanny pack.
I also requested the fanny pack.
Yeah. Nice.
So cute.
That's awesome. That's super cool.
I love her.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Good stuff. Let me just stop that for a sec.
That's my only. No, that's actually not my only NFT. I also have some HNW NFTs that are the elite token. Earning NFTs, but this is my only art NFT.
There you go.
Just in
everybody watching, make an offer.
Yeah.
Mr. Foley.
HNW, you mentioned it. I wasn't going to mention it. What's your take on HNW now, Kelly?
I'm going to pass on that one too.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not good to fudge your own bag.
All I'm going to say is there are other projects to invest to. Just put the money in BReeP, to be honest. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it. And we just got listed on CoinGecko. Yes, we did. We got listed on CoinGecko yesterday. I think. Yeah.
A boatload of scammers coming into the chat.
Oh yeah, did you guys see that? We won't go into it too much because it may, people might think about.
But a lot of marketers and scammers.
Yeah, a lot of noise.
Yeah.
In the main
you know
drip,
about
I
that.
don't go in
Yeah.
the main drip chat
Yeah, the
anymore,
main
so
drip
I don't
chat.
see what's going
Well,
on there.
God, it's like 2,000. Well, it's at least 1,000 messages a day. I mean,
That's
my head is
crazy.
spinning.
I
Yeah.
just put it in my archived, and I don't look at it. It's just
Yeah.
it's
Feel bad
too,
for admins.
honestly, it's
Some,
too traumatic for me at this stage to go in there.
Yeah.
Without going into all the details of it, but there was just someone that thought that they knew better than the dev and tried to do something with the UI. That's all I can say. Which
Oh,
was
really?
not really successful. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
funny.
and try to hold to ransom.
Really?
Yeah,
This-
and came into
this
the
first-
chat to actually
His
say
name
that.
start with B? I'm kidding.
No, it started
No,
with
no.
W.
Yeah, the W. With
And
the
he-
W.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
you
he
saw
put
that,
right-
Runner. Yeah.
Yeah, right in his name, he put in something about being a drip dev or something. It was like, really?
That's funny.
Well, he
Yeah.
certainly irritated a lot of folks.
Yeah, you did. Folly was on there. He saw that. Runner was on there. I was on there.
Well, I was trying to hydrate, and I go on later, and I'm like, oh, that's what happened. It was like
Yeah.
a 15-minute glitch or something.
Yeah, I had a few people messaging me saying, "Oh, is this site down?" And then that's when I went on just to see because it worked for me, and then I reloaded it and it didn't. So, but yeah, nothing to worry about. It was just someone trying to do something stupid, thinking he's better than what he actually was.
That happened when he released BReeP. So he was expecting it. It's just these things all have like a playbook. There's people out there that they see you're a new project, or they think you're a new project, you're newly listed, and they want to try to take advantage of you.
Of
Yeah,
course.
for sure.
But man, we went over
I've had a
7,000 today, right? In the main drip chat, there's like over 7,000 members in there.
Yeah, something like that.
7,100 right now, really. I think so.
It's crazy.
Close to
Crazy, isn't
7,100.
it? And let me just see the other things here. What's the other stats for today? Other stats for today. We're at 19,482 players.
Nice.
19,482 players, and current amount of available drip 69,603. Price is at $29.23 as we speak, or $29.29. So again, it's freaking solid. It's just so strong. So strong. I mean, if you're not in it, you're crazy.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
Here we go. I'll just bring
man.
this as the last one. Every time I speak with someone about drip, they want to know more about the risk factors that could arise with drip than the benefits. I guess I need a bigger list of drip negatives. Well, there's not really that much you can do. Let's be real about that. What do we feel are the possible risks with that?
Risk with drip?
Yep.
Like
That's the
on
question.
the smart contract level, or on like
There we go.
Yeah.
That's it there,
There's
bro.
risks of sleep loss.
That's classic,
Yeah.
Kelly.
There's risks
well,
of mathematics overload and spreadsheet overload.
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't worry, Kelly. I'm hoping I have a good Christmas present for you coming up. I'm working on something
Ooh,
part time.
That sounds exciting.
And I know that you will love it. So
Well,
we're
there you go.
just finishing it off, polishing it off. It's a very basic.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't want to tell you what.
No, we won't go into it, bro. Well, unless you
Yeah.
want to, but that's another
No.
little secret thing that we have happening in the background, Kelly, which you will absolutely love.
It'll be fun.
Absolutely love.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where
It'll
did
definitely
Foley
help.
go again? Did he leave again?
Oh, there
He's
he is.
back.
He's come back on.
He had
There
to.
he
School
is.
starts
He's
soon, so he's
back.
on his phone. He's on his phone now.
Hi, Foley.
Hello.
I
Yeah,
miss
I have to
Foley
go.
when he goes away.
I have to go do some school run. Sorry, guys. Yeah, but I'm with you guys.
Beautiful. Foley still studies. He's doing his PhD.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So
God bless him.
that's
Unfortunately,
beautiful, man.
Unfortunately, yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Eric, you did mention it.
Oh.
You did mention it.
Yeah.
You're
mention
gonna
what?
give your you already mentioned it.
Oh,
birthday, like a Christmas gift for Kelly.
Well,
I'm not saying to
hoping
go into
we're
it.
hoping to finish it off. I mean, because right now it's on it's just using a JSON file, and it's just through Visual Studio Code. You're just running it from from code. So we're trying to do it so that you can install it. So it's almost like if you installed Exodus on your desktop, it works the same. So that's the way. But don't worry, Kelly. It'll be nice. Should I like
Kelly's mind's ticking over, going, "Oh, what's this?"
I can wait. I can wait.
Okay, good. I'm really hoping we could get it done before Christmas.
Yeah, which is not that far away. Look,
Danny,
December 9 already. You said it, man. You said it. I didn't mean
to
put you on
I'm
the
just
spot
saying it's
again.
gonna be nice. She's gonna love it. Actually, a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Okay, all I'll say is a lot of people that have multiple wallets will love this. That's it. That's
absolutely. It. And what we're going to do is when we're ready there, we'll do a live stream and invite all of you people, and we will do it launching it live. So you'll all be involved and all get excited.
I'm planning on just making it open source. That's the whole point. It's just so everybody could look at the code, demolish it. they could improve on it, because it's just a base, right? It's just a simple base. But from there, people can improve on it and help other people who's already in drip. Yeah.
And other things.
Is that it? You have any idea what it is, Kelly? Huh?
Of course, I know what it is.
There you go.
Beautiful. All right. Well, we've hit the 2 hour mark. Again, it's absolutely awesome always having you guys on here.
Happy anniversary, Danny.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you, man. So happy.
You know what? This wasn't sitting here when we started the stream. But because it's a special day, and I've got to just do one. Just got to do one. And my wife is calling me while I'm on stream. Hang on a sec. Hang on. I'm just going to go. Hey, honey, I'm on live stream.
Leave me alone.
I'm on live stream. Anyway, so there you go. So I'm going to do this to end it. The 1 year. All right. In DeFi. Alak-Azul.
Happy anniversary.
And for Engineering Oz, this is Alak-Azul.
Alak-Azul.
Alak-Azul. Got to do it. Just the one.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Congrats, man.
Always beautiful. Thank you very much again. And I'm like amazed that we've done a midweek stream, and we've had so many people watching. It's fantastic. Love it. Might have to do it
more often.
Yeah.
Right on.
I think it's super cool. Thank you again, and all of you. You're always welcome. You're always welcome on my streams.
Thanks, Danny.
And it's really crazy because like the stream we did last week on Sunday, on its within its first 24 hours, it was almost the same amount of viewers as we had on the stream like 2 weeks earlier. So, within the first 24 hours. So that's absolutely awesome. And we're getting quite a good following now. Alak-Azul show. Alak-Azul coming next year, and another interim project that will happen between now and then. And that's coming really soon too. So super exciting. All right. Thank you again, everyone that's been watching. Thank you. Is there anything else you guys want to say before we say goodbye?
Proud of you.
Alak-Azul.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you again. I'm going to play my outro in a sec. If any of you want to sit there, that's entirely up to you. But for everybody else out there, thank you. And we will see you again. I'm not doing a stream this Sunday, but possibly the next Sunday, hopefully after the farmers launched, and we can take it from there. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Danny.
Outro.
Thanks, Danny.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, bye, everyone.
See you guys.